Let's start with something that doesn't make sense. Imagine this. You finally hit a $70,000 salary. A number that once felt big, comfortable, even successful. You remember thinking, once I make this much, I'll be fine. But now, you check your bank account, and it still feels tight. Bills pile up. Savings barely grow. And somehow, you're still waiting for that relaxed feeling to arrive. So the question is, how can someone earning $70,000 still feel broke? And more importantly, is the problem your income or something deeper? Problem setup. Most people grow up believing a simple formula. Make more money equals fewer problems. It sounds logical. If you earn more, you should be able to spend more, save more, and stress less. And in the US, $70,000 is often seen as a good salary. Not rich, but definitely not struggling. So when people finally reach that level, they expect things to feel different. But for many, it doesn't. Instead, something strange happens. As income goes up, so do expectations. So do expenses. So does pressure. And slowly, without realizing it, people build a life that consumes everything they earn. Core explanation. Let's break this down with a simple story. Meet Alex. Alex lands a job paying $70,000 a year. At first, it feels amazing. He upgrades his apartment, starts eating out more, buys a better car, gets subscriptions he once avoided. Nothing extreme. Just normal life upgrades. Things that feel deserved. Now let's look at Alex's monthly reality. After taxes, Alex takes home roughly $4,300 a month. Here's where it goes. Rent, $1,800. Car payment plus insurance, $600. Groceries plus eating out, $700. Subscriptions plus phone, $200. Gas plus transport, $250. Miscellaneous spending, $500. What's left? Maybe $250 on a good month. And that's before unexpected expenses. A medical bill. A car repair. A trip. A gift. Suddenly, that good salary doesn't feel so good. The hidden mechanism. This is where the real problem starts. Not with income, but with something called lifestyle inflation. It's the invisible upgrade system in your life. When you earn more, you naturally spend more. Not because you're irresponsible, but because your definition of normal changes. The new normal trap. Here's how it works. At $30,000, eating out feels like a luxury. At $70,000? It feels normal. At $40,000, driving a basic car is fine. At $70,000? You start thinking, maybe I deserve something better. And slowly, your lifestyle rises to match your income. Until one day, you're no longer upgrading your life. You're maintaining a more expensive version of it. The psychological illusion. Here's the part most people miss. Your brain doesn't measure wealth by numbers. It measures it by comparison. So even if you're earning $70K, if your expenses are $65K, your brain still feels like you're struggling. Because in reality, you are. Not because you don't earn enough, but because you don't keep enough. The enough problem. Most people never define what enough means. So they keep chasing more. More income. More upgrades. More comfort. But every upgrade creates new costs. And every new cost creates more pressure. The silent pressure of fixed costs. There's another hidden problem. Fixed expenses. These are the costs you can't easily escape: rent, car payments, insurance, subscriptions. The more you lock yourself into these, the less freedom you have, even if your income is high. So now, it's not just about earning money. It's about keeping up with your own life. The paycheck illusion. From the outside, a $70,000 life looks stable. But from the inside, it often feels fragile. Because everything depends on one thing: the next paycheck. If that stops, the entire system collapses. That's why so many people earning decent incomes still feel anxious about money. Insight section. So what's the real problem here? It's not the salary. It's the system people build around it. They optimize for comfort, not for control. They focus on income, but ignore cash flow. The real wealth shift. Here's the truth most people realize too late. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much of your life you own. If your expenses grow as fast as your income, you're not progressing. You're just upgrading your stress level. The freedom gap. Think of it like this: two people earn $70,000. Person A spends $68,000 a year. Person B spends $45,000 a year. Same income. Completely different lives. Person A feels stuck. Person B feels in control. Why? Because person B has something powerful: margin. That gap between income and expenses is where freedom lives. The psychological trap. Here's the deeper insight. People don't just spend money. They spend to feel something: comfort, status, relief, reward. So even when they earn more, they don't fix the system. They just upgrade the feeling. And that's why the cycle continues. Ending. So here's the truth. A $70,000 salary isn't the problem. In many cases, it's more than enough. But when your life expands to match your income, you don't feel rich. You feel trapped at a higher level. And that's the real danger. Because it looks like progress, but feels like pressure. So instead of asking, "How can I earn more?" try asking something different. How can I keep more and need less? Because the people who win financially aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who design their life differently. And once you see that, you stop chasing income and start building control.